Hey everybody, I'm Jacob Castro and welcome to another video here on Jacob's Aquarium. So I'm so excited to talk to you guys today about my brand new 80-gallon tank build that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I'm so excited. But before we get into that, I want to tell you guys about some really cool things going on jacobsaquarium.com. And also I want to say a huge thank you to a couple sponsors that have actually backed or helped out with this new build of mine. So first, I wanted to let you guys know that the new Castro AP700 is now available on my website, jacobsaquarium.com. So far, from what I know, I have access to only one. So once that one is gone on the website, I don't know when I'll be able to get another one. So, I would have two, because I do have one for myself, but this one is for myself. I'm not going to give this one away because I love this light fixture and I will be setting it up one day on a saltwater system. So this one is mine. You can't have it, but but there is one available on the website for those of you interested. All right, and last update for the website, I wanted to let you guys know about a new product line, I guess you could call it, that I have available on the site now. If you go to the Aquarium Plants tab and go to the drop-down menu, you'll now see that there's a new section on the website called Specialty Items. And under this category, I guess you could say, or on this page on the website, you'll see plants for sale as well. But these plants are grown on stainless steel mesh. And you may be saying to yourself, well, what's the difference between those plants and the other plants that you offer on your website? And what honestly justifies the price difference? Because these plants are typically more expensive than the regular plants. Well, I'll tell you. These plants are not just sold as portions or bundles. They're sold grown on stainless steel mesh. And being that they're sold this way, you actually get more of the plant because, it's a 3-inch by 3-inch square, which is bigger than the typical 2 by 2-inch square sold on the internet. So they're bigger than the normal size. So you get more of the plant, and on top of that, especially if it's a foreground plant like Glossostigma, Stargina repens, dwarf baby tears, it's just so easy to introduce into your aquarium. You don't have to worry about tying the plant down somewhere to keep it down on the substrate so that it spreads out accordingly. You just pretty much have to drop it in, and the weight of the stainless steel mesh will just make the plant sink to the bottom, and eventually it'll spread out and grow. The stainless steel does not rust, it does not decay, it does not contaminate the water at all. It is perfectly safe for your aquarium. So it's just a great way of introducing plants into your aquarium. It's a great way to get a ground covered plant started, and it's also better, because you get more of the plant, more than if you bought the plant as a portion or a bundle or whatever. It's just it's grown over these stainless steel sheets or mesh, whatever, and they're 3 by 3 inches, so you get more of the plant. So it's worth it for the price, and I think it's worth it for the convenience as well, because it does take some time to grow these plants on these little stainless steel pieces of mesh. It doesn't happen overnight. So let me do all the hard work, and you get to enjoy the ease of just buying one of these plants, dropping it in your tank, and you're done. That's all you really have to do. So those plants are available under the Specialty Items tab, under the Aquarium Plants tab on the website if you'd like to take a look. Alright, now let's talk about my new 80-gallon tank that will soon be a beautiful planted display tank. So first and foremost, I have to give a big shout out to Castro, because they have actually sponsored this new tank build, and I can't thank them enough. I'm so excited to see how a real planet tank does under these Castro lights, because I haven't really done that yet. I've only had these over a holding tank, and of course the pond, but never a real planted display tank where the plants are going to be in there for a prolonged period of time to grow and flourish. So I'm so excited to finally use these Castro LEDs over a real planet tank. But thank you so much, Castro, for sponsoring this build and providing me with these LED lights. I really appreciate it. It's really going to help out a lot. And I encourage you guys to check out Castro. They have a website, they have a YouTube channel. They have YouTube videos, obviously, so I'm going to link all that stuff in the description below. So check out Kessel. They have a lot of really interesting videos on their YouTube channel. Their website is full of information about all the products that they offer. And of course, their products are available on my website and many other websites all across the internet. And the second huge shout out that I have to give is to Aquatech for also sponsoring this new tank build of mine. Thank you so much, Aquatech, for providing me with this beautiful professional CO2 regulator. This thing is awesome. It looks incredible. It looks so well built. The craftsmanship is amazing. Thank you, Aquatech, so much for providing me with this beautiful CO2 regulator. I encourage you guys to check out Aquatech as well. They sell all their products on their website, and they just came out with CO2 proof tubing as well. CO2 proof tubing is just thicker tubing, than your standard airline tubing. Or actually, I think it's probably made out of a different material, like acrylic or something. I'm not entirely sure, but anyways, it's CO2 proof, meaning you don't have to worry about CO2 leaking out of the tiny microscopic pores like other CO2, or not CO2, but other plastic tubing or vinyl tubing would do. So they also just started offering that as well. And they also provided me with one of their bubble counters. And I actually already have one of these installed on the pond. And I've had it on the pond on my other tanks in the past. So these things are very reliable and very good bubble counters. They're accurate too, I would say, as well. And it includes a check valve, so you don't have to worry about water back siphoning into your CO2 system when it goes off at night, if you in fact have your system set up like that. I of course will, because this one has a solenoid on it, so I can just simply plug the regulator into a timer and it'll go off at night, because we really don't need to dose CO2 at night because plants don't consume CO2 at night. Once again, this is a beautiful CO2 regulator. I encourage you guys to check it out on Kessel's website. I will link on Aquatech's website. I get my sponsors mixed up. I will link Aquatech's website in the description below, so you guys can check out all their fantastic products. So thank you so much, Aquatech. I was going to say Kessel again. Thank you, Aquatech and Kessel, for sponsoring this new Planet tank of mine. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. As far as filtration goes, I'll be using one of my Hydor Model 450 canister filters for this new tank. I love that canister filter. They're quiet, they're reliable, and they put out quite a bit of flow. So they're really efficient as well. So I couldn't think of a better canister filter to use. So I'll be using one of those on this new tank. Now, we've gone over pretty much all the equipment. Oh, I forgot to say, I will also be buying another atomic CO2 diffuser like the one I showed in a previous video of mine for this new tank as well. I have one on the pond and it's doing an excellent job at diffusing CO2, so I couldn't think of anything else better to buy or to install on my new tank than the atomic CO2 diffuser, so I'll be buying another one of those. So now, as far as plants, I wouldn't say I'm having a hard time deciding what plants to use, but I will say that I can't really, narrow it down to just a few. I really just want to put a lot of different plants in here, and I know that would lead to a, packed, overgrown jungle tank, but I think that would look really cool actually. But here's the thing. I want to put plants in here that you guys want to see as well. So if you have any recommendations about what plants you want to see grown in my new Planet display tank, please feel free to leave a comment below and I'll definitely consider it. Now, as far as substrate, I am going to be doing a silica sand / ADA soil type thing. I'm going to link a video in the description as well from Takashi Amano's YouTube channel that kind of dictates what I'm going after for this new Planet tank of mine. So my thought was to have sand towards the front of the tank and towards the side of the tank as well, kind of wrapping around a little bit, and then using lava rock or something to separate the sand, and then fill the rest of the area, the empty area, in with ADA soil. So you have this area where no plants are growing. It's just sand. It kind of looks like a beach, I guess you could say. And then you have this area that's just overgrown with plants and maybe some driftwood, obviously lava rock like I just said. So I think it'll look pretty cool. And I've never tried to do something like that before, you know, like a sand and, you know, or a sand substrate and Planet Tank substrate mixture. I've never really tried that before. So I'm excited to see how that will work out as well. But that's the overall idea or look I'm going after for my new Planet Tank. As far as water, I'm going to be using RO water from my RO system, so it's going to take quite a while to fill this tank up with water. As for everything else, I'm pretty much just going to start it as a normal fish tank, you know, using biological bacteria and using a couple hardy fish to get the cycle started, you know, stuff like that. So I'm pretty much just going to follow the same, you know, guidelines as with any tank that you should. But as far as equipment and plants and substrate, water, things like that, that's pretty much what I plan on using with this tank. And I just want to make a video to share all this with you guys, just so you guys can get prepared and know what's coming in the future. I really hope to start building this whole, you know, putting together the tank, you know, planning it and everything in the next 2 weeks. I can't promise a certain date because, you know, things happen here at Jacob's Aquarium headquarters, you know, in an instance. Something can change, you know. So I can't promise a date, but I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks I will be ready to officially, you know, build the tank, film the project video, things like that. So stay tuned because an awesome video is on the way. And also stay tuned for normal videos here on Jacob's Aquarium, plant guides, helpful videos, informational videos, you know, lectures on how to do certain things in the hobby. Those videos are to come as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's kind of long, but there's a lot to talk about. I appreciate you guys sticking around to watch the entire thing. If you're in the market for aquarium plants, don't forget to visit my website, jacobsaquarium.com. And also all the websites we talked about today in this video, Kessel, Aquatech, Takashi Amano's YouTube channel, my website as well. You know, all the links to everything will be in the description below. So thanks again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have so much fun with your tanks, and I will see you next time.